Hey Patreon, once again, thank you for your support. I'll be rolling out some more offensive schemes for you guys to take a look at. Initially jumped into Chicago Bears playbook. This is the Lions playbook from last year, the 2024 campaign with Ben Johnson. I just took a peek at it and then I immediately fell in love with it because it has a lot of schemes that I've been running before in previous Maddens and last year, so I can implement this type of schemes right away. One scheme actually kind of jumped out of me on the page, or basically when I was looking through the scheme, is this particular scheme out of the wing slot offset. Good passing formation with a run scheme to go with it. And it's got a very unique play, and we can build an entire scheme around it. Now, the play we'll be taking a look at is going to be this play off to the right, which is going to be the shift motion halfback toss. And I've never seen in a wing formation having a halfback toss. And these guys, the guard and the center will pull out and really block for you. So it's a nice sweep type play. It's a unique play. Now, you could build off of it. You can use the motion counter. You can also use the shift motion play action slot corner, but because this play works a specific way where it actually resets the formation to the base formation, there's no reason to throw in this other stuff based on it. So out of the huddle, we're always going to come out of the shift motion halfback toss, and then we're going to go ahead and jump into other plays. Now, my other audibles is mesh spot. Mesh spot arguably is one of the best stock plays that you can use in your scheme. Inside zone, I looked at the duo. I looked at basically the punch play. You could probably put an outside zone, but I do like inside zone just because of predictability of the blocking. It's very consistent. You know, the center is going to kind of dictate where your blocking is going to go, and it's going to basically give you some good blocking. Another play I threw in is going to be the smash play. In particular, I've got that smash concept off the left side. This will allow me to do a very fast play, and I got a very unique little hitch route on the right side, that kind of like that spot route that actually does very well. And the last play we'll take a look at is the play action double posts. This might be the only play that I pull out, but that crossing route by the inside tight end is just money. Now, let's go and jump into the first play, which is going to be the shift motion halfback toss, and why this is one of the most unique plays in this scheme. Now, what I want to show you, if you take a look at the alignment of these defenders, they look like they're all playing like kind of like a zero type blitz, but see how that all just kind of resets? And then it goes into just this outside run where I can attack my opponent to the right, out to the outside. You never had that before in the past. You wouldn't be able to go and attack your opponent to the outside. So it just really changes things up a little bit with this. But you could see it just kind of resets things and allows you to go ahead and get to the outside. And obviously you have a very fast right tackle. This will really make this play go for you. So let's go ahead and jump into it once again, see if we can get the outside, get a nice little seal block off that edge star defender, which I think is Van Gern or whatever his Van Gerkel or whatever the hell his name is. So let's go ahead and show you where you can do the inside zone. Still showing your opponent the same thing, but we just snap it, and now we're just doing inside zone and just trying to do a run like so. So this is what's really cool about this particular formation, is that it allows you to do that. Anytime I see a double A gap, inside zone is the way to go. It just destroys the run. The defenders really don't play run fits. So it's just a good play to go and jump into. The only time I would jump out of an inside zone against a double A gap is if I've got a guy that's usering over the mug, and then I'd probably go and look to that. But you can see there's always a hat and a hat with a double zone, with an inside zone against a double A gap, and that's why it really works well. Now, if I see a single high safety, I want to go ahead and jump into the smash play. And here's the reason I do this, is that it allows me to hit my opponent with a smash concept off the left-hand side. Now, there's an extra safety that actually rolled over to that guy, but really what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch the slot receiver, and then I'm going to go ahead and look to the hitch route as my first read. So I actually pass-led that. On that particular play. Probably wasn't a very smart thing to do. I've got three defenders over here. I don't like the alignments, so basically I'll probably go off to the left side off here, and with a zero blitz, this little hitch route will always get separation, and we could try to look to throw over the top of it off the left-hand side. But I'm going to go in and smash primarily when I see a single high safety. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch the defender over that outside, that inside slot receiver roam, and throw the ball, the little hitch route, if I get that. So if the defender pushes or carries, that's going to be the area I'm going to go with that. I can look for the corner, but it's just a little bit longer of a development of a play. You can see right here, I'll be able to go ahead and hit that corner with the man matching principles with those defenders. But I'd rather go with a more of a high percentage pass with that little hitch route. Now, if you could see the outside leverage by more, that means that might be a cloud flat out there. So I might just jump into a different play, and I might go off to the right side. And this is where this little smoke route off to the right side. You're going to see I'm getting rid of the ball really quick, and that's what's great about it. Now, if I go into mesh zone, what I like to do is I like to take my outside receiver and actually put him up a notch with the coaching adjustments, which is the custom stem adjustments. And I do that because I want to go ahead and give myself a little bit more separation from that little spot route by Komet. Now, against man coverages, this particular play is really, really good against man coverages. And a lot of times with that halfback wheel, you might be able to throw over the top of it. Now, I've noticed so far that defenders sometimes get over the top of that wheel. It's not as crazy as it used to be. All right, so got to that a little bit late, but I want to show you, it looked like it was a cover 2 shell. Instant replay. You can see how these defenders actually slid up. They slid up into cover 2, and this defender played a mid-read over the middle of the field. So my progression, I was looking for the crossing routes. These guys are all basically covered up, and I missed this route right here over the middle of the field because this defender got deep, and I was actually trying to look for this route to come over, and by the time I actually got that progression and try to throw it, I was actually getting sacked by this outside defender. So let's go ahead and do this once again. Look for the mesh first. And you can see that he was open. He was wide open in that. I just didn't get rid of the ball quick enough. That's the only problem about this particular play, is that it does take some time for things to develop a little bit. And I took a peek at the middle of the field and basically got caught up on a hook. So, you know, it's one of those things about timing and basically just getting that down as you lab this game, and just see that you can actually do certain things. So you can see with the mesh concept against man matching principles, you can actually go and throw that and get some pretty good route progressions against them. Got a one-on-one. And I was actually trying to take a peek at the running back. I want to show you that these running back routes that have been money in years past basically get covered up by man coverage. A lot of times what happens, like the man defender would come down and play this, but you can see how this guy actually just checked that perfectly right away. So the smart read is to do the progression right away, to go ahead and read this and throw that ball because he was wide open. And I would have been able to pick up a good 5 or 6 yards. So that's probably kind of the way to go with it. So we're going to go and check the running back right away. And look to the crosser on the back side. So instant replay, let's kind of show you what I was looking at with this here play. I'm watching this defender, wide receiver right here, looking for grass. And you could see I could throw that, but this defender is actually kind of floating into the zone. I could have thrown that, but he was actually floating in the zone, and I knew that I had this backside mesh route underneath, and you can see the blocking was really good. So there's a higher probability of me getting more yards off that. And then I can just make my progressions to this route, and then obviously this route on the backside. So you just want to kind of look at the progressions from the running back up to the underneath route, to the hitch route, to the spot route, and then to the dig route. So I want to try to throw that running back route, but I'm watching these defenders really play this very well. So last play we'll take a look at is going to be this play action double post. And I want to go ahead and basically do a slide off to the right to kind of protect myself. The running back is going to come underneath and actually block and fill the gap. So if he does send 3 blockers, or I've got a third blocker off to that side, and really all I'm doing is just kind of looking underneath and seeing if I can get my opponent over the top with that deep crosser. So that's pretty much the concept that we're looking at. So I've got this set up. See a little crossing route. and the underneath route is available, and you want to try to check that down. I've seen some of these defenders actually get some pretty good situations where they basically get off to the off the field, or basically get across the formation. A lot will actually get like where you have a guy that actually crosses over, he gets over, so you can see that cloud coverage. He's kind of in conflict, but I've got to check it down underneath because he can get back to that over the top read. So I'm gonna block like so, give myself some blocking off the edge like that, and here's your crosser that you can throw over the top of it. I don't look to the posts, really just not what I'm looking for. If I wanted to try to beef up the posts, what I could do is basically go ahead and put a streak over the top, or what I could do is go ahead and go with no blocking whatsoever and put a wheel, and that kind of gives me a wheel that I can hit over my top of my opponent. And you can see the post was open, the outside post, but that's just really not like a consistent thing that you can hit to. So another concept too is just a quick little outs, just kind of keeps your opponent guessing, and you got that double type crossing route that you can hit against your opponent. So I've got so many schemes I can show you guys. So I'll start breaking stuff down. I'll start doing some videos of this Lions play, or this Chicago Bears playbook, Ben Johnson playbook. But I just wanted to get something out to you right away, just to show you some of the different things I already have in my back pocket that I'm already building out. So once again, guys, thanks for your support. Until next time.